Hey y'all, I'm here to talk to you about your heel selection when you're choosing your heel for dance, okay? All right, so now I was gonna do this video, I don't know, a week or so ago, but something told me to just hold off. And I'm glad that I did because I ran across a video that Kira Harper and Berju of Berju Shoes did, which gave me even more knowledge. All right, so the more knowledge, the better. All right, now if you missed their video, I'm giving you the information because I pulled out the key, facts, the points that they gave, and then just consolidated it, and I'm gonna now deliver it to you. All right, so now if you are not familiar with me and who I am, I'm Tammy Ariola, and I am the creator of Walk and Wine. Yes, so Walk and Wine is my class, and I'm super excited to offer that to everyone. And it's a technique class. All right, so it's teaching you how to properly walk in heels for dance and wind your waist. So it's very sexy. Yes. All right, so now the first thing we want to talk about your heel height. All right, so your heel height is very important. And actually, let me start with the lower heel. So if you're a beginner, okay, and you're training, you want to come to class and learn how to walk, whine, all that good stuff. All right, you want to get a heel that is comfortable for you. So start out with either a 3 or 3.5 inch heel. Okay, 3 or 3.5 inch if you're trying to get adjusted to getting back in heels, because I know we haven't been in heels really much lately, right? All right, so this is a 3 inch, and I'm gonna show you the difference. Okay. All right. So if you can see that, yeah, it's about right. Okay. So you see the 3 and the 3.5 inches what I just showed you. Okay. And I have an awesome backstory too about these heels. All right. So yeah, you want to make sure that your heel is comfortable for you to be able to walk in. All right. So now the next thing I suggest, only because when I started out in heels, I started with no socks. And I go lie, I was struggling, especially when we were doing that floor work. My toes, oh my gosh, my toes, they were, so I started wearing socks, and I've been wearing socks ever since. I love wearing socks with my heels. Yes, I do. And yes, open toe. So I just wear black socks. Okay. And then you determine how thick you want your socks to be. I wear different, thickness of socks. So it doesn't really matter. I just adjust the laces to make it feel comfortable. All right. So next thing I want to tell you about is your what you want to start out in as far as your heel. Okay, so you want to start out with a stiletto heel. All right, so you want to make sure, because this is going to help you train yourself to control your balance even better. All right, start out in your stiletto heel instead of a chunky heel. Now, what you can do once you get your balance and control and everything, up to par, then you can then go to a chunky heel if you like the look of the chunkier heel. But yeah, it was recommended that you start out with a stiletto heel. And I just like, me personally, I like stiletto heels because it gives a more sleek, slender, a little more edgy, sexier look. So I like that. I haven't tried a chunky heel, but they have some new chunky styles on Berju.com that I'm definitely going to check out and get. Yes, I am. All right, so now make sure you get the proper size shoe. Okay, you don't want a shoe that's too small, of course. And I'm gonna be honest, I made just some. All right, so these shoes here, I liked them so much. I did go down half a size, but that would mean I need to wear them with either no socks, and they don't have laces, so I can't really control. And we're gonna talk about that in a minute. I can't control, how they fit me. All right, so I have to either wear those with no socks or thin socks. All right, so that is the difference there. All right, so and going on to this, all right, so when you get your shoes, when you first get your shoes, all right, when you're ordering shoes with laces, you want to relace them. All right, you want to relace them. You can put your foot in there, see how they fit the first time, but if they're not feeling like they're right for your foot, then you want to take the laces out and relace them so that they do feel better. Okay, feel proper when you're dancing. All right, make sure that your foot is also secure at the base. So what I mean at the base, I'm talking about this area here, this area. Okay, so they did say, you know, because you don't want your boot to be too tight on your ankles, only because we don't need circulation cut off. All right, so make sure that your boot is definitely secure in this area. Okay. All right, and yeah, so you don't want it to be tight on the ankles. All right, next thing I want to talk to you about is the sole. All right, so when you're choosing the sole of your shoe, this is considered the street sole. So it just means that it's smoother. So when you're dancing in class, you can glide, you can you know, make the movement smoother. All right, and if you have a rubber sole, it's best that you do the rubber sole, as you know, to wear out in the street and all that good stuff. But this particular sole, which is smooth, you want to wear in the classroom. All right, so that's important too when you're getting your shoe. All right, if you need a shoe that has a wider fit, like if you need a wider fit for your shoe, then same thing, readjust the laces. Okay, make sure to get shoes with laces. Okay, that way you can make the adjustment, aside from getting this type of a shoe where you can't make any type of adjustment. All right, and then you can also go up half a size if you need a wider shoe, because you know the higher or bigger the shoe goes, you know, it's going to be a little bit more room, all right, in the foot area. Okay, so yes, those are the facts and the key points that I took away from the video that Kira Harper and Burju of Burju Shoes did, and I found them to be very helpful, very helpful. And I wanted to pass along, you know, as much information onto, you know, future participants of my classes, so that you know exactly what type of shoe to get. Because yes, I have been getting those questions, but I wanted to really like give you a good video to say like, all right, let me put all this information together so that you can be like, all right, I know how to get my shoe. All right, and I do want to say Burju.com is where I get my shoes. I love them, and they are very comfortable. The insides of them, I don't know if you can see, let's see if y'all can tell, but it's softer. It's softer, so you can, you know, your foot isn't going to be aching and hurting, you know, like 5 minutes after you wear them. No, I go through my entire class, feet still feel wonderful. Okay, at the end of class, I can do 2 classes, which is what I do weekly anyway. I do a fundamentals class and I do a performance class. And yeah, even though I have a little break in between, but still, Burju shoes is the shoes that I recommend. All right, so check out that all black collection too. I'm going to, because my birthday's coming up soon, so I'll be getting me a new pair. All right, y'all, so if you have any other questions, drop them down in the comments.